Good morning, good evening, good night, everybody. Wherever you are in the world, welcome once again to another session of Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for the Mage venue. This scene, like many others in the Mage venue, takes place in Manhattan in the notorious Woolworth building, owned by a cabal of hollow mages. Some of them more hollow than others, some of them more spiritual than others, but all, in the end, hollow mages. They are gathering in the bedchambers of the deceased Rupert Lovechild. Well, the now bedchambers of the current head of the Lovechild house, Tomi, where she is hanging out on the couch in the actual living area, just kind of waiting for the two other members of her unofficial but soon to be official cabal to show up. The door, of course, is unlocked, and both of them know the password into the building.
Seeing as Alaric lives in the tower, he just sort of meanders up a flight of stairs and across the hall, knocks on the door.
Come in.
And he will, of course, walk in.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. Holds out his phone, shakes it. What's the plan?
Sorry, you went robot.
He takes out his phone, shakes it. So, what's the plan?
Same plan it is every night, Ulrich. We're gonna take over the world. She checks her phone to see if Maggie is at least in transit.
There's a clamoring from Maggie's room at the sanctum as she grabs her phone, pokes her head out from underneath the covers, sees that it's Tomi, and calls her.
Hey! What you up to?
I was sleeping.
Maggie, it's 3 in the afternoon.
And your point being?
I don't know. You busy?
Not particularly.
You want to do something neat?
On a scale from Etch-a-Sketch to Lego, how neat?
Super neat. So neat, I can't talk about it on the phone.
Alright.
Alright.
She'll hang up the phone.
Hey. Tomi will call her back again.
Takes a minute.
I wasn't done talking to you, Dick. Tell Logan to fuck off for a few hours. And we'll be over in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Quick.
Gets out of the bathroom, knocks on Logan's door. Hey! 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 Knock, knock, knock. Hey! Knock, knock, knock. Hey! Knock, knock, knock. Hey! Logan, go other places.
Logan, the werewolf NPC, will get up and he will walk out of the door and go towards Central Park.
I wonder if he realizes he's only in his boxers.
It's like sending an NPC home in Fallout. But a little while after Logan fucks off, for the sake of paradox, Tomi and Aaron will arrive.
I don't think I've ever been here. No, wait, I have.
Yeah, this is
No,
my house, like my real house, like my normal people house.
no, I've never been here. No, wait. Yes, I have. Don't know what I'm thinking.
Okay. Fond memories, she says as she, like, opens the door to the garage. And she'll lead him inside, close the door, and she will wait.
Maggie is sitting inside the living space with donuts and gummy bears sitting on the table.
Maggie, come in the garage.
Why do I have to come in the garage?
You know why.
There's food in here.
There's magic in here.
God damn it. She'll get up. She comes in, she's got a mouthful of gummy bears and a handful of gummy bears in one hand and a donut in the other.
So I know it's kind of late for Christmas presents, but I had a pretty cool idea. And Tomi will reach into the backpack that I totally forgot to mention that she was carrying, and she will start pulling things out. There are a couple jackets, there's some plain cloth in various colors, and, just for Maggie, there are some pretty fancy-looking fabric paint markers. And, of course, needles, threads. No sewing machine, though. We're doing this old school.
Maggie finishes chewing the mouthful she has and then swallows. Okay, so what are you getting at?
Oh, well, ignore these for a minute, she says, pointing to the massive pile of cloth and fabric markers and etc. that she has dumped at their feet. Maggie Keller and Alaric Lovechild, she sort of waves her hands dramatically. You guys want to make a cabal?
What's a cabal?
Like a group of mages all kind of get together and agree that it's like a clique, in high school where you get like specific little cliques of people, and it's like 3 or 4 people that just all hang out, and they're like, it's us against the world.
I wish our cabal to be called the Breakfast Club.
Oh my god. Really? The Breakfast Club?
Mm-hmm.
We're not even awake for breakfast usually. You sleep till like mid-afternoon.
And I still love going to IHOP. What's your point?
That's so not magical. That's like the least magical thing I've ever heard.
She'll just cant her head over to one side.
He looks over at Alaric. Any ideas?
So, what, this sort of binds us together?
I mean, kinda, yeah. It's not like some super magic ritual, but it's like, important bonds of socialness and friendship.
Maggie's just going to take the food in her hands and set it down on her workspace. She's going to go over to Aaron, grab his wrist, go over to Tomi, grab her wrist, put their hands together, and then put her hand on theirs. Team Lovechild Keller Cabal unite, and she'll slap the top of their hands and then walk back over to her stool.
Cool. To celebrate whatever we're going to be called, I figured we could have, like, awesome magic matching jackets.
You're 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 serious, aren't you?
I'll be right back out of character. Okay.
No, Maggie, you remember the pictures of me that I showed you from back when I was in Japan? You know, with the Bosozoku gangs? You know how we all dressed? You know, the same?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make you wear a full jumpsuit, but I figured, like, leather jackets would be cool. You know?
Leather jackets?
Hell yeah, leather jackets.
Okay. Leather jackets, fine. I kind of like my olive drab jacket, but new things. Yay!
I mean, I guess we could use it, but that's like so 2015.
And what? You want to go 1950s?
Hell yeah.
If I ever catch you with a pompadour, Tommy, I am going to shave you bald while you sleep.
You know, I had one once.
Maggie starts looking around the workshop for something sharp.
Hey, not, never again, never again. She puts her hands up defensively.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So basically, the plan is, as like, I don't know, some super cool bond of friendship. All three of us will make these jackets, right? And we're just gonna put like our best magic into it and see what happens.
All right.
Best magic, huh?
Yeah,
Isn't
like,
he still a baby mage?
no, I officially brought him in. He's like a hollow one now.
Right.
You poor son of a bitch.
Sorry, I don't like the term orphan.
I loved it.
You hate us 'cause you ain't us.
It made me cool. Made me unique. Didn't have to follow any conventions. Now I hear is Maggie, read this. Neon, read that. Neon, this needs scrubbing.
That's why you should have been a hollow one. We're all about individuality. If you want to sit on your ass and sleep all day and use magic to get the mail for you, we're cool with that. Whatever. But no, you gotta go be a spirit bitch.
What now?
My waifu abandoned me, Alaric. She abandoned me
She abandoned you to do what?
for another tradition. Tommy shudders.
To be fair, if it weren't for that particular tradition, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I know. They're kinda cool, you know, for traditions.
What tradition is that?
Tommy looks at Maggie.
The Kavati, Dream Speakers.
They're okay. You know, the ones that can keep their mouths shut.
The ones that don't hate Christmas.
Do they, as a tradition, hate Christmas, or is that just a Connor thing?
I think that's just a Corey, Connor, Connie thing.
Okay, cool. Good to know. I'm glad we can still celebrate Christmas in this house.
Wait a second. Corey looks like a bum meets a Viking.
Out of character, I don't remember what he looks like. Tomy just kind of shrugs. The dream speaker that is a bad influence on young mages.
He's the one that wouldn't give up on my stupid question. He thought it was this unsolvable riddle.
You should have used it to
That was
fuck with.
you?
That was me.
God, you're a pain in the ass. You'll
Okay.
fit right in here.
Yeah, it was funny.
But yeah, I got so I got these jackets, and I figured we could customize them with like patches and like I got paint markers so that you can do your art shit like all over it, Maggie.
My art shit? That's what it's being reduced to? That's special, Tommy. She grabs the patches and the paint markers.
It's okay, because you know what's really going to be special is watching me try to sew.
I'll go get the band-aids.
Thanks,
And
Holler.
get the video camera, please. And Maggie's going to take the patches and start designing.
Tommy's gonna, help, kind of doing little sketches with chalk. And, yeah. Doodle, doodle, doodle. I'm gonna... Well, Tommy has no art, so I'm just gonna roll her dexterity to see how good she makes it. Ooh. Maggie can barely recognize things being doodled by Tommy. It looks like a gorilla with a fat crayon drew it, but it still looks like something.
Maggie just keeps looking over and she's like, "That's good. Keep working at it."
RN, I guess, will supply a few choice Nordic runes.
Roll your art. We gotta see how good at drawing Aaron is.
It's just writing. It's not art. He's literally just like taking a piece of paper and going, well, this looks like a cool word in Norse, but it doesn't really mean shit.
Maggie's just gonna take a look at those runes, those Nordic runes, and stylize them, and get much more successes. These patches be bitchin'.
Yes.
So yeah, out of 12 dice rolled, Maggie gets 9 successes on designing the patches.
And I believe now is the part where we start infusing magic, so let's make a few Arte rolls while they're drawing and stuff.
Alright, what spheres are we using today?
In total, altogether, we are using your forces 3, Tommy's forces 2, Aaron's forces 2, Tommy's matter 1, and Tommy and Maggie's prime 2.
Oh god.
So, using a foci, so that would be a base difficulty for me would be a 3 plus 1, or would be 6 plus 1, so it would be a 7, if I'm not mistaken. Using a foci, which brings it down to 6, and then further using the Sanctum lowered difficulties is 1 or 2?
And 2. Or, I'm sorry, it's 1. Okay.
Okay.
So you're using a foci.
Mm-hmm.
You're in your Sanctum. That's a -2 difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
This is coincidental magic. You're in your Sanctum.
So this is a airtight difficulty of 3.
3 plus the sphere level.
Right, if it was base difficulty 7 with the sphere level.
So 7.
No, would it be a base 3 because it's coincidental?
Because it's coincidental, it's a base 3. With the sphere level, would make it 6. Because you're using forces 3.
Right. And adding another sphere into it would increase it by 1, correct?
Uh,
Are-
let me.
You're not going to make an independent roll for matter?
It can. That's conjunctional casting. You can add in another. Okay. So basically, when you use 2 spheres in a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Finally. When you use 2 spheres in a spell, the difficulty is based off of the highest sphere used.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So that's called conjunctional casting. So if you're using, like, you can't make an entropy 3, life 3 roll to curse someone. Or, I'm sorry, you can't make an entropy 4, life 3 roll to curse someone and roll it at difficulty 3. You're still rolling at difficulty 4.
Right. So, if that's the case, then either way, we still bottom out at the lowest possible difficulty.
Yeah, which, for you, you are rolling...
It would be 3 if difficulties cap out at 3.
Yeah, you would be rolling at 3. Tommy would be rolling at 3, and Aaron, you would also be rolling at 3.
So they've got these patches laying there. And as Maggie sits next to Tommy, she's done this before with Tommy a few times, so she understands how Tommy's magic works. She understands Tommy's resonance. It's very similar. She puts out her hands, and she starts sort of gesturing over the art. And as she starts spinning her hands around sort of a aura, let's say, of neon light, begins to spin around. And after she gets it going, she starts spinning it sort of like one of those spiral painters. And the neon light is actually taking the quintessence or the magical force that they're all throwing together and sort of bouncing it off the various items, waiting for people to throw in their effects as well.
And we lost Shelby.
The power was too great for her.
She'll be back soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
Alright, so what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking about adding Aaron's spirit, and while we wear the jackets, our aura doesn't ping as brightly.
I believe you can't do that because...
Sorry about that. Internet randomly cut out.
Maggie's currently got like a spinning sort of spiral painter light show going on around the area where they're casting magic. And she's holding that all together as the base for you guys to add in your spheres.
Yeah. Based on our house rules, you can do that with Spirit too.
I will ask Shelby what she thinks.
Tommy actually nods. Yeah, that's a pretty awesome idea, actually. Good thinking.
All right. Then I will do so. And are we doing an extended roll for this, or how are we doing?
Yeah, we're gonna keep extending it through the crafting process.
So I'm still at difficulty 3?
Yes, you're still at difficulty 3.
Sweet. And I'm going to -1 willpower for this.
Okay.
Two.
Okay. So
And that's 3 from
right.
Tommy.
So 3 from Tommy. And Aaron added 3 with his effects.
So far, Maggie's put a total of 4 successes into the pot.
Okay, round 2. Tommy?
Oh, I got 2 successes on round 1, and I got 3 on round 2, so I'm good for now.
Okay.
All right, so round 2 for me. Add 2 more successes for me.
Okay. So far, you have a total of 12 successes. Or no, I'm sorry. 15 successes.
Okay. So next we're gonna start sewing the patches on. This will be exciting. I have crafts, but my craft specialty is not sewing, so can I still do it at a higher difficulty?
Yes.
I have no crafts.
Oh boy.
Craft is a skill, so you can still do that.
Oh, wait. Nope, I have 2 crafts.
Okay, excellent. You have 2 crafts. Do you have a specialty?
I thought you had to pick one, and his crafts are...
Or I'm sorry, like do you have a specialty in sewing? I guess.
No.
An applicable specialty.
Nope.
Okay. So you're also rolling at a higher difficulty. Maggie, crafts.
No.
Okay. Crafts is a skill. So
Question.
yes.
Bump my intelligence up to witness what they're doing to give myself a pseudo dot of crafts.
Nope.
Well then.
If you have dream, you could roll your dream to give yourself a dot of
No.
pseudo craft.
The only other place I could think to look is possibly my avatar, but she's probably not going to be much help here. So,
Dexterity specialty of precise.
I'll say that applies.
Yay.
Maggie's going to try and...
Tommy's gonna make some effort to start sewing, and then she's going to like stab herself in the finger, and she's gonna be like, "Fuck, fuck, fuck, shit!" And go get a band-aid.
Ouch. Maggie fails at a life roll, trying to empower her body for some more dots of dex.
Ouch. Yeah, that was a life 2
2.
effect. Okay, that's 2 points of paradox. How many is that for you now?
Trent
that-
gave me 1 off, so that would be a total of 4.
Okay, good. We don't have to roll for backlash yet.
You know, if we want to do the whole familiar thing soon, that would be great. Because this paradox sucks. It's like having a migraine all the time.
I love having a familiar.
I have
Okay.
a familiar.
So,
I think
Wow.
I failed.
yeah, you failed.
Alright, well, nothing this round. I guess more craft rolls.
Yes, more craft rolls. Actually, before we do do this, I'm going to roll a die of some fate die here.
Okay.
Oh God.
Okay.
Arn stabs himself in the wrist, accidentally opens up a vein.
No. So, because not a single one among you seems to know how to sew, I was checking to see if you would have had the foresight to buy those patches you can just iron on.
Hell no. Tomy does not have
And-
common sense.
And give you guys a reduced difficulty to do that. But you didn't. You
Tomy
did not.
apologizes both for not buying common sense and having the overconfident flaw. We can do this. We can sew this, she says, going through bandages like I don't even know what.
Let's try this again.
Yeah.
Maggie's just going to sit there because she'd be absolutely useless in this endeavor. She is going to sit there and watch for major puncture wounds.
Okay. You, Vinny,
Mhm.
you can roll just your dexterity with
At a
a
-1.
with a -1 penalty for
That would be
sewing.
2 dice. She failed once already and stabbed the shit out of her finger, and she's like, nope, I'm good.
But you can't do more magic if you don't do more crafts. Well, I mean, I
I'll-
hope
you-
that it's
I
not-
will point out that this is a roll that you can spend willpower on.
Maggie's just going to be like, I'm afraid I'm going to fuck it up. I will heal your all's fingers. How about that?
I got 1 success.
Woo! So,
I got-
have you ever seen like the Brownie Scouts when they come selling Girl Scout cookies? You know, like the elementary school girls who've obviously sewn their badges on themselves so they can get their sewing badge, but you can tell that they sewed them on themselves because like there's all these stitches around the outside of the patch and no attempt was made to put it on and like make it look nice. It's just like a whole bunch of like blanket stitches around the outside of the patch.
Maggie's just looking at these patches, just shaking her head.
That's what yours look like, Aaron.
I got
Tommy.
3.
Yes, your patches stick. And
Yeah.
they look a little better than Aaron's, but not a whole lot. Vinny,
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to make a roll for mind empowerment,
Mm-hmm.
To watch what they're doing and try to replicate it, it would reduce the difficulty of a dexterity roll.
So Maggie's gonna just go into her little head, into her mind space. So I'm gonna do a thing, Diana. I'm not gonna push it as hard as I normally do, but I just wanted to make sure you're not gonna ground me again.
You get a feeling of bemusement.
Oh, you're just eating this up, aren't you? You know, someday I'm going to have the power enough to come in there and kick you directly in the ass. I just want you to know that. She gets a success
Okay.
to empower her mind.
One success is all you need. You've got 5 minutes.
Gonna spend a point of willpower.
Alright.
Can I try one more time to see if I can neaten them up?
Goddamn once. She got one success. She's gonna try again. Gonna spend another willpower point.
Okay.
This is the most derpy cabal ever.
We're doing our best, and that's all anyone can ask from us.
Can
3
I?
successes with this roll, with the additional 2 and the willpower, so total of 4 successes.
Yeah. Wow, Maggie, your patches actually look really good. They look like the Girl Scout whose mom sewed their patches on their their little vesty thing. What were you saying, Rob?
Can I attempt a life 2 effect to give myself a little bit extra dexterity?
Yes.
Sweet. Boom.
Congrats.
So how much dexterity? 1?
Yeah. You can increase your dex by 1 for the scene, or you can increase your dexterity by 2 for about 5 minutes.
I'll do it by 2 for about 5 minutes.
Okay. So for one roll, you have 2 extra dice on a deck for your dex.
How far along is Tomy on hers? Is hers still pretty shitty?
Hers is okay, but she's still definitely it looks like a do-it-yourself patch job. He's gonna take it to her mom, and her mom will hang it on the fridge. That's what it looks like.
How much life does Tomy have?
Or if
None?
she had a mom. Tomy doesn't have a mom. Tomy does not
Oh.
have any life.
Can I empower her mind with life 3?
Don't fucking touch my mind. I have a mind. Don't do it.
With Mind 1 and Life 3.
I got 5 successes.
Oh wait.
Oh,
mind-
hey, Aaron. Your redo attempt at neatening them up looks better than Maggie's. Not miles better. But like you got these patches on so that the seams look natural. Like they're a part of the patch.
So you're saying life 1 or life 3, mind 1?
Life 3 and Mind 1 or
Making her difficulties lower.
yeah, making her difficulties lower. Life 3 and Mind 1 for making her difficulties lower. Life 3 and Mind 2 for actually increasing her attributes.
Okay. Gonna try and lower her difficulty as Maggie gets up from her. She's happy with hers. 4 successes. It's above average. It looks good. Looks like something that somebody would pay at Hot Topic for to look, worn or grungy. And she's actually gonna crouch behind Tomy, hold out a hand on either side of Tomy's temples. Gonna take a deep breath and just say to Tomy, "Don't move." And she'll spend a willpower. And gets 3 successes.
Okay, so Tommy's difficulty will be reduced by 2 for the duration of the scene.
Tomy looks at Maggie, and after a moment, she sort of like pats Maggie's hands as well, like she looks all pumped up to sew. And I think it's first round of Arate and then more crafting rolls, right? Second round of Arate. Or third round. Never mind.
Just roll
I'm gonna roll.
die. Roll the grabs, goddammit.
What's the difficulty?
-2. So it would be 4.
-2. It'd be 4, yeah.
Oh yeah. Cleaning them up.
Oh yeah, you got 4 successes. Clean them up. Yours look pretty good. Like, well, not almost as nice as Maggie's, but not quite. Like they have that distinct grunge look to them. But it's something you could pass off as, oh yeah, I did that on purpose.
Sweet.
Okay, so you've made your Arate rolls. You have 15 successes currently to divide up among these jackets. You can make another round of Arate rolls.
Do we want to make these jackets better?
I'd say some finishing touches would be fine.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll enter another round of ritual casting.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so that's
Meh.
tell me.
I'm gonna drop another point of willpower for this. Do not want to botch.
We're all focusing so hard on these jackets. We are working together, you guys. We're
I'm
doing
so
Oh.
glad.
question. Okay, it probably won't fly, but I know mechanically Colt adds an extra success to all of your.
We don't have
Ritual?
our cult here.
Okay, fair enough. They work here though, but yeah, that's all good.
I did
Okay.
get that. I did get that willpower though.
Yeah, you did get that willpower. So, do.
Maggie and Tommy made shake and bacon. I helped.
God. Okay.
Maggie's gonna look over at Tommy as she's still holding her hands over the magical circle. Do we
Okay.
want to keep going?
How hubris am I? Oh yeah, let's do one more.
Oh God.
I have overconfident. I had to at least roll a fate dice. One more.
Oh God, please save our little broken bodies. Ooh, alright! Yay!
Thank
God
Arn
for
is gonna-
irritating.
Arna's gonna like sort of just like hold his hands out and close his eyes and pray for the best. Oh God.
It's okay. You still helped a little bit. Alright. So, yeah.
Tommy got a straight 6 on the second round. Maggie had, added an additional 2. Arn added 1.
Tommy, how many was that for you?
That was 6 in total. I actually just wanted to do it so that we'd have a number that was evenly divisible by 3. And we did it, you guys. We did it.
Did it.
Yep. Okay, so y'all have 24 successes to split up among these jackets.
8 successes each. And how does it work? We have 3 effects?
Yes.
How many successes would we need to spend to lower to deaden our auras?
The
Make them more immortal.
So the effect of this spell is to downgrade and absorb damage.
That's the main
Uh,
effect. If we can't do the tertiary effect that I suggested, no big deal.
With that effect is accomplished with the prime and matter. With throwing the spirit in adds that to downgrading. Makes the effect downgrading and dampening your aura. So, for each success you put into effect, each success you put into effect would make the effect stronger. I hate myself.
How about each success we put into the effect to the maximum of 3 as determined by the Harist Arate will let it downgrade 1 level of damage.
Yeah.
And then just do the other one as a separate effect.
Okay. Actually, let me pull up. Here. Because there's a system for this. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. Okay. So alright. So for each success put into effect, you will it will downgrade 1 level of damage, and it will dampen your aura by 1 level. So for 1 success, your aura would look human. For 2 successes, your aura would be pale, like you were dead. For 3 successes, you will have no aura, and you can up to lethal damage would be I'm sorry, up to aggravated damage would be downgraded.
So we would have to put into the effects together?
Right, there are 24 successes and 3 jackets. So that effectively gives you 8 dice each.
But what I mean is, like, can we go for the damage effect more than the spirit effect? If we
Yes.
only want to look human.
Yes. Well, actually, yes, you can do that. I'll let you do that, because you guys are weaving your own magic.
So then, I guess it would be for Maggie's choice would be enough to make her look human, and everything else into the damage marginalizing effect.
Don't forget duration is a thing.
Oh yeah, don't forget duration.
How does duration work?
Okay. The duration chart, if I can find it.
So these will have to be recharged.
Yeah, they will have to be recharged. It would be pretty simple to recharge them because the effect is already in place.
Lifeblood?
Something like that.
Or Quint, basically?
Prime. Prime would recharge them.
Successes.
Damn it.
Okay. For crafting, 3 successes will give you a day. 4 successes will give you 1 story. For the purposes of our game, we've ruled 1 story to be 1 month.
So it's 4 successes for a month now?
Yeah. For crafting, it's 4 successes for a month.
Okay.
Let's see, what is it? 3 successes is a day, 4 successes is a month. 5 successes is 6 months. If you put 6 successes in, into duration, then I would rule that it would be permanent, but that would only give you 2 for the effect.
No, do we have to split up the effect? Do we not?
You don't have to split the effect based on dice.
Okay. So if we just want it to be human, it would be okay to do 5 successes for 6 months and 3 for effect, which would get us the 3 damage.
Yes.
And our auras look human.
Correct.
That seems like the best way to do it.
Okay. So we don't buy the effects separately, we buy them as one effect, and then...
Alright then.
Okay.
I think we have our spread. 5 and 3.
We all match, so it'll be easy to keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 months from now, that would be... What is the 5th month of the year?
May?
Actually,
It would be May.
we're at the end of the year already. Why not have them expire June 1st? Does that work?
That's up to the ST.
Planning them to expire June 1st would work.
Okay. And we can, on June 1st, we can recharge the effect without doing this entire ritual?
Yes.
Cool. That is rechargeable with Prime too?
Yes.
Sweet.
Technically, you could recharge it with Prime 1, but it would take a hell of a lot more successes to do.
So we have 6 months to get our Alara to Prime 2.
There you
Yeah.
go, guys.
Okay.
Feel free to customize how your special jacket looks.
It looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after all of that crafting is done, Tomi's going to sort of slip her jacket on and sort of whoop it out a little. She looks like tiny Asian Rupert in her leather patchy trench coat.
Aaron puts his on. And just to make sure they work, Aaron is going to slip his hand into his jacket pocket and pull out his sunglasses. He's going to put them on. And he's going to activate Spirit Sight. I got one success, so that's enough to take a glance, right?
Yes.
Cool. And he's gonna look at Maggie and Tomi when they have their jackets on. And
Maggie's currently sitting with her jacket on her lap as she's sort of sitting up in her artist stool, looking over the patchwork.
well, then he'll look over at Tomi. Does Tomi appear human?
Well, she's wearing her jacket, so I believe she does. Her aura is not sparkly.
Nope. She
He'll-
looks like a normal human to you.
He will smile wide. Somebody is gonna get the shot of their lives.
What? Does it work?
Yep.
Fuck yes! We did it, you guys. To look over at Maggie. Awesome Cabal, right?
Maggie just sort of chuckles to herself, closing her eyes, shaking her head, kind of having almost a Lana moment.
I have a suggestion for a name.
What's that?
The Shattered Heart.
That's so goth. I've taught you well. What do you think, Maggie?
Maggie's just gonna give Tomi a look.
Tomi looks like he's trying really hard not to laugh.
That's not a happy look. That's actually a pretty serious look that she's giving Tomi at the moment.
What? Not good?
She'll just sort of, she narrows her eyes at Tomi for a second, and just licks her lips slightly, and then holds up her wrist.
Tomi looks.
Essentially what Maggie's, the Shattered Hearts thing, kind of hitting a nerve on Maggie at the moment.
She'll reach over and give her a pat. Don't worry, we'll think of a cool name eventually. For now, we're just the Cabal of the Vigilant Tower Chantry, I guess.
Yeah.
Did I... And Aaron's gonna look over at Maggie, sort of... almost a scowl of concern. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
You really... You didn't. You just kind of brought up something that's still kind of fresh.
I apologize.
Don't worry about it.
So, you guys want to go out for drinks or something? And not talk about Shattering Hearts? Then?
I need to put on pants.
Has Maggie not been wearing pants this entire time?
Nope.
I mean, you don't have to, but we can wait a few minutes.
Arn is suddenly realizing and looking away.
Tomi doesn't even seem to have noticed, or if she did notice, it didn't faze her at all.
Maggie just looks at Arn. Really? Never seen a girl walk around in her underoos before? Never?
Oh. As he looks directly at the wall.
Oh my god. This boy.
Tomi reaches her hands over, sort of waves them over his forehead as if she's trying to read his mind. She puts a hand up to her temple, too, to make it look really obvious like she's reading his mind, and she just whispers, "Don't get a boner, don't get a boner, don't get a boner."
Arn doesn't laugh, but...
Maggie just shakes her head, walks into the living space. She'll find socks, a shirt that properly covers up the primal marks, and puts the jacket on over there. She pulls on a pair of jeans and a pair of ankle-high boots with a slight heel in them.
Tomi's just gonna hop up, and she's gonna sling an arm over Arn's shoulder and one over Maggie's shoulder. Let's go get riggedy wrecked, sons!
Lubba dub dub.
And unless there's anything else that needs to be said, I think that this is a good point to end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, Heather, for taking the time to help us with this and for all the hard work you do. And
You're welcome.
whoever watched this. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.